Last week, I completed being a customer for the Kadence products for 10 years. That's why I decided to make this quick video for you to tell you my story with Kadence as a way of celebrating this event. So I'm going to tell you my story, what was the first product that I started using by the Kadence team. I think it was their first product as well. Most of you don't know about this first product. I will tell you why I like the company from the first year of using their products and why I still keep using almost all of the Kadence products. But first, let me tell you when I first knew about or learned about WordPress itself as a content management system or as a technology to build website. I think it was almost like 2012. I needed to build a website, so I asked a web designer to custom code my website using HTML and CSS and some sort of a PHP code for some of the dynamic parts of my website. And although I gave them some like clear instructions about the layout of the website, they failed to give me what I wanted like three or four times in a row. So at one night, I decided to search online in YouTube about how to make a website. At this point, I didn't know about WordPress, but I still remember this night because I was just leaving the office. It was like almost like end of my day. It was 5 p.m. or 6 p.m. So I searched online in YouTube. I remember this, how to design a website. And then I discovered a few videos about WordPress. And I was like surprised. This means, because it meant that I could design my website without the need to know about HTML and CSS or any type of coding skills. All I needed was to follow the instructions that was explained very well in a YouTube video. And I spent the rest 3 hours just searching online on YouTube and learning more about this like innovation or innovative product called WordPress. And then for the next few weeks, I started to dig deeper in the WordPress ecosystem. I started to learn more about the difference between a theme, a plugin, a widget, and what is a sidebar, what is a header, what is a footer, what is a menu, what is a navigation, all of these terminology. And I started to learn more about where I can find themes and plugins that I can start using. At this time, there was a themes and the plugins marketplace called Theme Forest or Themes Forest. It was the destination that everyone who wanted to buy some good theme or plugin, we would just go to Themes Forest and download or buy themes and plugins, plus the WordPress repo itself, where there were like free or premium, freemium copies of themes and plugins. But always I felt something was missing because I wanted to make some certain layouts or changes to my website. And one day I was just, searching in WordPress themes, free themes, and then I discovered a product or a theme called Virtual. This was the first product of the Kadence theme that I started to use. I installed the theme. I like the control panel of the theme. The theme actually provides so many features for free. Some of these features were included in a paid theme or paid themes that I had to buy from Themes Forest. So I was surprised that to find all of these free options inside a free theme that I could buy or I could just download and install using the free store of WordPress. So I started using the theme itself. I discovered like a few features that I wanted to have. It was included in the paid version or paid copy of the theme itself. That's why I paid my first order with Cadence. It was like 26th of May 2014. This was the first time that I buy a product from the Kadence team. At this point, it was called Kadence Themes. There was no mention, actually, there was no product called Kadence Theme, but still the company itself was called Kadence Themes, although there was no mention of the theme itself, which is now Kadence, which is the most widely product of the company. Then I started, because if you, this is the new product that I'm using, I had a few questions. I started to chat or send queries to the support team, and I discovered that the company is based on two persons: Ben, who is the main developer of the theme itself, the virtual theme, and Hannah, who is the support team member. So at this time of, or at this point, there was only two persons for working in the company. Then I discovered Hannah's pictures in Facebook. She was traveling around the world, taking pictures, making pictures of the environment, of the nature, and she was traveling the world, still supporting us as customers for the company, as while she was just, traveling around the world. So I respected the team very well. Their support was amazing. When I asked for something that was not available inside the team, they will just give us like a CSS snippet to include it. And the support tickets at this time was like, I could see the support tickets from other customers. So I started to read the support tickets written by other customers to learn more about the virtual theme, which was the first theme that was released by the company. And I like the way that Ben and Hannah replied nicely to their customers. Then I started to follow more themes coming from the company. They released another two themes, one of them called Pinnacle, and one of them is called Ascend. I think this was the last theme before Kadence theme was released. The company also, coupled their themes with a page builder called Site Origin. It was very old. This is like the OG of page builders. Even I think it was created before Visual Composer itself. Of course, at this time, there was no mention of Elementor or Gutenberg or Thrive Architect or Beaver Builder. At this point, only you could use like shortcodes to build your buttons, your tables, and Site Origin was something like very good as a page builder. But I had to design the layouts of my pages at the back end. Then I had to view the pages in the front end to know how do they look like. Then I had to go back to the back end to make changes, then to the front end, and it was like something very difficult for us. I remember that in 2017 Elementor was released. It was very easy to use page builder. It was totally different from Site Origin. I started to learn more about this concept of page builders. I discovered Elementor, Thrive Architect, then I knew about Beaver Builder. All of these products started to be released. And then I stopped using the company products for almost, I think, 2 years of being like a customer or a user of Elementor. I started using other themes that are more compatible with Elementor. Then in 2020, Kadence theme was released. I remember that it was Adam from WP Crafter who introduced this theme to us. And once I knew who is behind the Kadence theme, of course, the name itself reminded me of the company that I have been using or I used starting from 2014. Then I knew that, okay, this is Ben and Hannah's product. This means it will be a very powerful product or theme. Then I started to using it. It was amazing. I decided that, okay, I will buy the premium version of the theme once it was released. And once the premium version was released, I started using it. I bought it. Actually, I started to use I bought the lifetime membership of Cadence. Of course, it was less pricey. Like now, it was like the cost was less than now. But I just sent an email to Ben telling him that I have been a customer for the company for a very long time. I hope that you can give me like a discount for to buy the full bundle. He was very generous. He replied back to me in the same day. He gave me a discount for the company. Again, the Kadence theme was a fully featured free theme that I could just use to build my own websites. And I remember that Ben was in one of the podcasts. I remember him saying that his philosophy and all the Kadence theme philosophy is to produce products that customers can use for free to build a complete website without the need to, to take away some of the features that maybe most of the customers may need to build their website. They will just take away premium features for a small group of customers who highly need these features, and they are a small group of most of the WordPress users. So based on this philosophy, I think all of the Kadence products that are free can be used to build complete functions. For example, you can use the Kadence theme to build a complete website when it is coupled with the Kadence blocks free page builder to build a complete website without the need to buy any of their premium features. But if you want more advanced features, you have to buy their premium features. Anyway, back to the story. So I started to learn more about Kadence theme, and at this time there was more talk about what are the best themes that are compatible with page builders like Elementor, Thrive Architect. Kadence was very established as a good theme, and then came Kadence blocks. And Kadence blocks as a product was like a page builder that works the same way as Elementor. I felt that Elementor is being buggy at this point. I don't need all of these features, and I wanted to use the products of one company only. So I started to use Kadence theme with Kadence blocks, and then came Kadence Conversions, which is a pop-up plugin. Although all of these products are coming, still Hannah and Ben but still keep providing amazing support for their customers. And even when the company was acquired by a bigger company, I was not afraid that the innovation of the Kadence theme will stop, because I knew that yes, the company was acquired by a larger company, but still Ben will be the head of the product's development, and Hannah, I think, will be the head of the support. So I knew that I still will be working with a company that I knew who is behind the support and the development. I knew they are an amazing team. So I still believe that I still will be working with a very good team. Now, why I'm still using the company products, although it was like acquired by a larger company, and the acquisition, based on my experience, means that there will be less innovation for the company. And I know that some of the plugins that I'm still using, when they were acquired by bigger companies, the big companies started or stopped adding more features or updates to the theme or the plugin that they acquired. But still, with the case of Kadence, the theme started to provide more updates, more features, or even more plugins and products. So I still use Kadence theme, of course, Kadence blocks, Kadence Conversions, and the Pattern Hub or Kadence Cloud. These are the main products that I use with Kadence, because I design websites for online courses and memberships, and these products are well established or are enough for me to build these types of products. Now, why I will still keep using the company products for the near future? I think for almost like four reasons here. Reason number one is that Ben is still involved in the development of products, and I believe in the honesty of Ben. I respect him as a human being before even as a developer. Also, the company, Hannah, of course, still is the head of support. I think that because sometimes she is involved in support, in replying to the support tickets, or even inside the Facebook group. Reason number one is that the company, I believe they listen to their customers. They have like an ideas board where we can just ask them to add these features or that feature to the product or to the theme or the plugin, and we are able to vote, so the company can know how many votes this feature or that feature receive, so they can develop their products in the future. So the company still listens to their customers. Also, the Facebook group of the The company is an amazing group. I am involved in so many Facebook groups about themes and plugins of WordPress, and I can see that some of these groups are toxic, or the support of the company behind the Facebook group is not good enough. But the support team or the Facebook group of the Kadence products, which I think it's called Web Creators by Cadence WB, I think it is. This is how. Well, this is the name of the Facebook group. It is a very good Facebook group. No toxic people are there, and so many people are helpful. I mean, if you ask a question inside the group, most of the time you will have a reply for someone like me or some other people who are involved in the Facebook group. And also Kathy and Hannah. Kathy, which is the head of marketing, I think inside the Cadence team products, she is involved in the Facebook group. She keeps replying to the users of the group, or the members of the group, and Hannah is still involved in the group. So while the company has become bigger, the team is now, the company started as 2 persons, but I see that the company has now a very large team, but still the human touch is still existing inside the company. Hannah is replying, Katie is there replying to customer or members of the Facebook group, and Ben is always there in the podcasts. We can know his philosophy, we can listen to his views, what, for example, why or how he is looking at the full site editing experience of WordPress. The team is involved, we can listen to their views. So as I mentioned, these are the reasons why I believe that I will keep using the company's products in the near future, because Ben and Hannah are the original or the origin owners of the company, are still involved in the company. The company listens to its customers and keeps improving and updating their products based in the feedback of the customers. Also, the company has an amazing Facebook group that so many people love each other and they help each other. That's why I think the future of Cadence themes or Cadence WB now is a very bright future. That's why I will keep using the company products for almost most of my websites and my clients' websites as well. Yes, I still use some few other products, but the majority of my websites are built around the Cadence ecosystem. And this is another thing that I like about the company. Now the company has its own ecosystem of products, which is mainly Cadence theme, Cadence blocks, a page builder, and Cadence conversions as a marketing tool that will help you build pop-ups and banners for your website. This is my story with Cadence products, how I started using, how I discovered the company, why I love the company, and why I will keep using the company in the future. If you have any comments about my journey, or if you want to tell me why you like to use Cadence, or even if you have some concerns about the company, please leave me a comment down below. And that's it for this video. Thanks so much for watching, and see you in the next video.